What's up, everyone? Toy Insanity here, and today I've got some Star Wars Hot Wheels cars to breeze through, and an important update on this line. So I've got the three for the new movie, the three new ones. We got the young Han Solo, Lando Calrissian, and a young Chewbacca, but apparently he's 200 years old. I don't know. And then I finally picked up Jabba the Hutt because I've been looking for the Jabba the Hutt 2-pack with Han Solo and Carbonite. I haven't seen it anywhere. I should probably just get it on eBay, but I did live in person in the wild, as we say. I did find the Jabba the Hutt solo pack, get it. But anyway, I barely collect anything Star Wars anymore. The movies just got so bad I couldn't tolerate even adding to my toy collection, because it just irked me and reminded me how stinking bad the movies were. But occasionally, I sold all my Legos. I had all the Star Wars Legos. I sold them. I sold the action figures. But the one that I decided to keep with was the Hot Wheels cars. I believe this line began in 2012. But even it got so unwieldy. It got so out of control because they kept not only releasing variants, they kept re-releasing the same car in just updated packaging. It's so annoying. But I guess about half a year ago, I wrote Mattel. I wrote them an impassioned letter in the Hot Wheels customer service division. I basically begged them. I explained what I just said. Because I don't keep a checklist. I mean, some people will keep checklists. There's even apps for this sort of thing on their phone. They keep this tally. They go to the store. They know exactly what they have and what they don't have. But I'm like, whatever. I'm like, please, will you start doing one thing? Put a notation on your packages, because you're re-releasing the same figures. How many different times are we going to see R2-D2, C-3PO, Yoda, and Luke? And I'm like, please just write first appearance. So look, this is what they looked like up until this year, up until this drop. And then look what they started doing. First appearance, Lando Calrissian. First appearance, Chewbacca in this version. First appearance, Han Solo in this version. I can't believe they actually did it. So, super exciting, and for me, and probably a lot of other people, it's going to be a little bit more manageable when you're at the store looking at the racks to think, oh yeah, okay, well yeah, because you're looking at the R2-D2 because the packaging's different. You're looking at the C-3PO or whatever, and you're like, what did they change? What did they change? How is this a variant? Because the packaging is obviously different. They've gone through about 4 different package types already, and then you're like, I don't think it's anything different. So now they're not. On the ones that are being reissued, they're not saying first appearance, and the ones that you're seeing for the first time, first appearance. Also, so, big up to Mattel on that. Definitely. Mattel, this is another win for Mattel. Mattel just is knocking it out of the park lately. Just the stuff they're doing with Fisher-Price, with Star Wars, with Hot Wheels, with the blind packs that have a code on them, the stuff they're doing with Imaginext. They seem way more concerned about their customers and their feedback. I mean, it's like, in the toy industry, you have to rely on repeat customers. You have to rely on someone who becomes not just a casual purchaser of a toy for their child. You have to rely on the person who becomes a fanatic and wants to collect them all. Collect them all is the greatest gimmick ever realized. So, anyway, they're doing well. Another thing that I've always liked about Mattel and Hot Wheels in particular, in their character cars, they have the best copywriter. Most toy lines, I read the copy and I just make fun of it because it's so awful. But whoever is doing the copy on these cars, this toy line in particular, I give them a high five because it's really well written. And this is, I can't go too deep in this, but this is essentially my background. So this says, the only vehicle that can match the gargantuan proportions and sluggish demeanor of the alien gangster Jabba the Hutt is this massive garbage truck. Jabba's gluttonous eyes can be spotted in the truck's headlights. His enormous lower jaw rounds out the front bumper, and his tail extends from the back as a tow hitch. The gratings across the roof is reminiscent of the top of Jabba's Rancor pit. It holds a vicious creature inside, just waiting to be unleashed on the road. That's well written. I mean, they even get their verbiage right. They get their punctuation right. Whatever. Oh my goodness, this was unexpected too. Holy moly, this is a home run, if it's complete. If this is truly a complete checklist for the whole line. It's definitely not. But, Rey and Jedi Training, number 1, Poe Dameron, number 2, Finn, 3, Luke Skywalker, 4, BB-8, 5, Chewbacca, 6. Rose must be some kind of chase figure? Why is it blacked out? BB-9E, Kylo Ren, Snoke, Praetorian Guard, Captain Phasma, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Executioner. That's interesting. So this is The Last Jedi. Scout Trooper, I definitely don't have that. Ashoka Tano, R2-D2, Saw Gerrera, don't have that. Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Yoda. Okay, this is definitely not the whole line because I have a bunch of stuff from the prequels. It's not on here. Darth Maul's on here, but where's the drones and the troopers that have the blue on them? Wampa? IG-88? Yeah, I don't have those. Yeah, I wish it had been a complete list. This has been a really good idea. But anyway, Jabba the Hutt is in a garbage truck. Look at that. Look how that tongue becomes part of the... No, that's his hookah. That's his freaking hookah. He's smoking a hookah. His freaking vehicle is smoking a hookah. That's reminiscent of the Rancor pit. Tell me that's not a baby Rancor in there. Alright. Almost said that's a good figure, but that's a good vehicle, which essentially is still a figure, and that's why I like this line. I like this line despite not being the biggest Star Wars fan and not being the biggest Hot Wheels fan. I like the way it's put together. And now, they're writing first appearance. So let's do Han Solo here. Risk-taking street thief, Han Solo navigated the dangerous streets since he was a youth. This tuned drift car's modded-out appearance channels the reckless nature of one of the galaxy's most unrefined con artists. His signature brown jacket flows along the vehicle's body with his belt and holster in the hood tie-down straps. Outmaneuvering enemies with expert drifting and piloting skills comes naturally with the safety net of his blaster protruding through the hood like a blown engine. Hints of the Millennium Falcon allude to the rebel's gambling prize possession as he continues to make a name for himself throughout the galaxy. When Han Solo hits the streets, all bets are off. So I'm guessing this movie is going to focus, at least in part, on how Han Solo wins the Millennium Falcon from Lando. Because, first of all, if you notice, first appearance, new sculpt, new mold. This is the introduction of a new character, but this is essentially... No, it's a bit different, but it's reminiscent of the Millennium Falcon, the older car for Han Solo in this series. So that's why I'm thinking the movie... People always learn spoilers for movies from toy lines. But I'm thinking the movie is going to have some focus, something to do with the Millennium Falcon changing hands. And this says, Captain Lando Calrissian is ready to transition from smuggler to gambler, loaded with a full tank of gas to travel from card game to card game. The smooth vintage Landau coupe attracts attention as he speeds from one venture to the next. His signature shirt fits perfectly, while his red scarves on the grill and lower side panel make it difficult to mistake the smooth-moving smuggler for anyone else when he races by. If a card game goes wrong, or he finds the need to escape a dangerous situation, the Millennium Falcon's ion thrusters on the tailgate allow for a quick getaway. All right, not bad. And see, now we know officially and for sure, despite the new packaging, that these are re-releases. R2-D2, Darth Vader, C-3PO, because they do not say first appearance. Those ones are pretty obvious. It's when you encounter some of these, you're like, is that a new Ahsoka Tano? I don't know anything about her. But whatever, man. These are pretty cool. And even though Jabba the Hutt was released in a different line, it still fits in with here because his his backstory is all tied to freaking Han Solo. Falling on hard times during the Empire's expansion, Chewbacca is driving headfirst into battle. Fighting Imperial troops in any environment in the galaxy is easy for this 4x4 vehicle. Protective eyewear safeguards the windshield, while elements from his bandolier line the sides of the pickup bed, providing a safety net on all sides. His trademark Wookiee fur encompasses the roof and door panel, allowing him to stand out amongst the ensuing chaos during these turbulent times. When Imperial forces hear Chewbacca's iconic roar, they know to steer clear. I think it just looks like he's wearing sunglasses to be cool, because old Opie's giving this movie like this 70s feel. But there's Chewy in his pickup truck with protective eyewear. Come on, dog. There you go. Digging all dogs. Blogging all cats. Chewy is here. Chewy's back. Got Han Solo in the place. Lando Calrissian picking up the pace. Guys, let me know what you think about the new... I didn't even really notice that grill on the front of this one. Let me know what you think about the new packaging and the new vehicles and the new trailer. You gonna watch the new movie? What's up? What do you think about the last one? What do you think about the state of Star Wars these days? What do you think about the state of Star Wars toys these days? Star Wars toys. Used to be the biggest franchise around. I'm not sure if that's even the case anymore. I know it was in national news around Christmas time how bad the sale of Star Wars toys were. But anyway, I'm Toy Insanity. I collected so you don't have to. Peace.